I don't know if it's a specific type, whether it's ransomware or malware or phishing, but I would say it's just simply the proliferation, the constant rate barrage of cybercrime. And you look at these phishing campaigns that go after thousands, maybe millions of victims, potential victims at one time. It's just this onslaught, constant barrage of cases. Of course, we are always worried about those sort of cyber crimes that attack critical infrastructure. Those things that go beyond just a financial loss, but actually could cause, chaos, real harm to citizens in that particular area. So I think that's a big one as well. We are also focused, we are very much victim focused within Interpol. So those sort of crimes that actually can cause devastation to victims on a personal level, like sextortion, is something that we're also very, very concerned about. We've developed projects like Project Echo that actually look at online image-based sexual abuse and looking at how criminals are using AI to create this non-consensual intimate imagery. So to say what type of cybercrime we're most focused on or most worried about, I don't think there's a specific category. I mean, we're just worried about how complex it's becoming and how rapid these crimes are proliferating. Yeah, so Interpol has a mandate to help our member countries combat transnational crime of all kinds. I'm the cybercrime director, so obviously we're focused on transnational cybercrime, and we have 196 countries. We have a very, very wide network. I would say that the one thing that we could do to really improve how effective we are at combating cybercrime is simply to improve the communication between countries ahead of these cyber attacks. These agreements are already put in place before these attacks occurred that allow law enforcement to work together hand in hand. I think that is very, very important. It is simply being able to pass information almost in real time. I think that is very, very critical to being successful to combating this transnational cybercrime. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, you look at AI and we say it's an emerging tech. It's not emerging. I mean, it is today. You look here at INCYBER at this forum, and probably every booth, the platform, the tool is using AI in some format. Criminals are very smart. They're going to leverage this sort of technology for their own gain. So primarily what we are seeing is criminals using AI to exacerbate, to improve those sort of crime types and criminologies and activities that are already existing. For example, phishing emails. But then what are the opportunities for law enforcement to use it for their own advantages? So yeah, of course, it would be irresponsible for anybody, law enforcement, not to also be trying to leverage the same sort of technology to combat and better investigate. So I would say that within Interpol, and I would say just fighting cybercrime would be so less effective for us in our operations if we did not use our private partners' information that they provide. So we have an initiative that we call Gateway. It's a very structured format agreement between Interpol, Cybercrime Directorate, and the private partners, so we can share information back and forth securely. And so, for example, we just did an Operation Synergia 3. We were targeting malicious infrastructure that was used to host different cybercrime activity. And so with the information that our private partners were provided, we were able to give that to our member countries who participated in Operation Synergia 3. Now we always tell them it's intelligence, not evidence. We have to do that. But through that operation, we had 72 countries participate, including 18 from Europe. More than 45,000 different IP addresses and servers were taken offline through that joint operation. 90-something arrests were made. None of that would have been possible without the information that's provided by our private partners, because they are able to see so much more as far as networks, activity that law enforcement just does not have the visibility to.